Libya's pro-government forces have seized control of the coastal city of Sirte from ISIL. Sirte, on Libya's Mediterranean coast, was the last significant ISIL-held territory in the North African country. The fall of Sirte, the hometown of the slain Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi, represents a significant blow to the militants, who have also faced major setbacks in Syria and Iraq. Spokesman Brigades told Reuters news agency that forces led by brigades from Misrata and backed by U.S. airstrikes took control of Sirte's Ghiza Bahriya neighbourhood and were securing the area. Early on Monday, more than a dozen ISIL fighters occupying a few dozen buildings in the Ghiza Bahriya district had surrendered to Libyan forces. Let's look at how events have unfolded over the last 2 years in the battle for Sirte. In June 2015, ISIL militants took advantage of Libya's power struggle and vacuum to seize the coastal town that would become a key center of control for the insurgency. Fast forward to May 2016, after a transitional government was put in place, forces loyal to the national government in Tripoli began efforts to liberate Sirte. However, they had limited equipment and often complained of no support. In August, the United States of America joined the fight for Sirte and began major airstrikes from the first of the month. By November, pro-government forces had partial control of the city. And as we've been reporting, December 5th is the day the Libyan forces claimed victory and took full control of Sirte. Well, let's get more. I'll discuss this further. We're joined by Adel Mahuri, who's live for us in Cairo. Adel, what does the liberation of Sirte mean to Libya?
Well, it seems that according to Rida Isa, the spokesman of the Misrata forces, that they have completely liberated, as you said, the Sirte area from all ISIL's or the last standing men that belong to ISIL. He said tens have fled, some over through the sea, and some tried to flee from the southern border of Sirte, going to other places in Libya. But in general, it seems that, according to what we're getting from reports, that there may be some minor operations still going on. But the worst case scenario, according to reports we're getting, is that there's just 1 kilometer square left from that area. But all in all, this is a great achievement. It's a great procedure. As you've said, it's been a long journey to reach where we are now in Sirte. And if it's truly liberated, it means that the resumption of life will be what will happen next. Securing residents there, sending first aid and equipment to them, to humanitarian aid to those who have been among, standing in between both the Libyan forces and ISIL's fight for a very long time. They need urgent assistance. And after that, the process of reconstruction and the resumption of life in Sirte would be next. So basically, it's a huge step, because Sirte was the last standing major city that ISIL controlled, and that falling down, it means that they have no longer have a huge land to control. There is no secure training for them. If they still exist in Libya in some scattered parts, they will be hiding for this moment, which means that their strength have been greatly broken in that area.
Well, Sirte being the main center of ISIL militants in North Africa, what are the security implications for the wider region following the liberation of the city?
Well, definitely it will have a huge impact. As I told you, Sirte was the last standing fortress for ISIL in Libya, and therefore it was their main base. So now, as that has fallen, it means that the group doesn't have the same foundation that they stand on to resume their operations, to think even of going beyond Libya. So their purpose now, whoever remains inside Libya, is to find a new headquarters to re-establish the entire aspect of ISIL, because they've always, since they have been established, they were always trying to establish a foundation in a certain area of land. So that doesn't exist, it means that the legitimacy that they have always been claiming is now gone. And therefore, their impact on neighboring countries should diminish significantly. And also, it would give the neighboring countries for Libya a great advantage in assisting the forces on the ground to finalize the situation, to re-strengthen themselves. So it's now we're talking about a shift of balance toward the Libyan forces rather than it was mainly ISIL in power of that area of land. So it's a very big step, and it also depends on what will happen in the coming few days. How will the Libyan forces deal with this new situation? How will they maintain stronghold over the land? This is significant for the success of the liberation if it has been completely established. So what will happen next is much more important than the achievement they've made today.
All right, Tadon Bahri, live for us there in Cairo. Thank you.